Where Hammers Walk podcast. Uncut. Introducing your presenter, the one, the only, Andrew.
Hello and welcome to our quick look at all the rumours surrounding Nuno with me. And on this one, we have Sam. How we doing, mate?
Hello.
Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been exactly like 6 hours or so.
Something like that. Something like that.
A very long time.
So, Nuno, he's got one game to save his job.
Apparently.
It's been everywhere. He's only got one game to save himself. I don't know why, to be honest. I know it was disgraceful against Wolves, but to be honest, we don't need another manager. You know, what sort of manager is going to come in and save us? You know, it's not like the 2000s and the 90s where someone can come in like a Harry Redknapp. We'll get onto him, but like a Harry Redknapp and keep us up. You know, it's not viable this day and age. You know, we are out of that sort of era. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The two to replace him is looking like Carrick or Bilic. Technically, I don't want another manager, so I wouldn't want any of them. But you've got more names of obviously who's going to replace him.
Yeah. Well, rumours, should I say? Rumours. But yeah,
rumours.
So, Carrick, you know, Bilic, you know, we've got Redknapp. And then Redknapp says after his horse racing thing that he would love to go back to West Ham, but that would mean that he wouldn't be able to do racing on Saturdays. I mean, get your priorities right, Harry.
Well, you know what I mean. If we'll have Jamie, then you know, and then he can go off on the Saturday.
Yeah, he could be his assistant. Yeah.
And then, or just ask the Premier League just to have Sunday games.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help us, but yeah.
Well, if we're playing every day on a Sunday, to be honest, it might help. It's not going to improve the players, though, mate.
I think we lose either day, whatever day we play.
Yeah. We can play 7 days a week and still lose 7 games.
And then for the others, you got Maresca, I saw somewhere. I think that one is just more or less someone going, oh, there's a manager who just got sacked. And let's put him in the mix.
Just got sacked.
Yeah, exactly. You know, doing 1 + 1 = 3 there.
Yeah.
And then I forgot Frank Lampard.
Frank Lampard.
Why on earth would he want to leave Coventry?
He's doing too well at Coventry. He wouldn't. He won't leave. He ain't gonna. He ain't gonna come. Maresca. Don't get me wrong. He might be good for the younger players, but I don't think he'll be good for West Ham. In a whole, you know what I mean. Redknapp, seen his day. I'm sorry. Love the geezer. Absolute love him. But he's seen his day. You know,
agreed.
Stick to the TV and, you know,
talking to your ways in, Harry.
Stick to his catchphrase. Who's a good boy then? Imagine him coming into West Ham and someone scores a goal. Who's a good boy then? Let me give you some. Let me give you some statistics. So, as of this was done on the 28th of December. You got Lopetegui. So, sorry, I'm going to give you statistics without even putting a caption on it. Let me just find this. So it's the West Ham managers with the worst points per game ratio in the Premier League history. So you got Lopetegui, got sacked, but he got 1.15, Zola, 1.11, Potter, 1, and we think it should stop there, He was our worst manager, Potter, apparently. No.
Oh, have fun, Grant.
From Grant, 0.89. Nuno is at 0.77. So he's broken a record, but for the wrong reason. He is the
Yeah.
worst West Ham manager. And
There's
to be
just one
honest,
thing you have to remember, though. For
it's not
statistics,
his problem.
it's not
It's
his
not his fault.
problem. But
Shall I say?
also,
Not his
Nuno's not had nowhere near as many games as Potter, Grant, Sailor, or Fat. So, yeah, right now, he's got the amount of games where he could win one game, suddenly he'd be bottom, suddenly he'd be
Yep.
above Solar with the
Yeah.
stats.
No, it's exactly that, mate. Like, I get. Don't get me wrong. That could be even worse now, as it from 0.77 because he lost to Wolves badly. But
Thanks defending, and you do that. Thanks.
Mate, to be honest, it's hard to forget that game. It was such a poor showing from us. But we've done that podcast. That is out. Just go back and watch that one. But to be honest, it's not his fault. You know, I used the word wrong with it's not his problem. It is his problem. He's the manager. But it's not his fault. These are the cards he's been dealt. If they're going to sack him a week or two into the transfer season, like it's totally wrong because now he's trying to build his team to get where he wants them. Where he's just been dealt the players from Potter's team, and he's stuck. He is, and I think that showed on the second half of the Wolves game, where he just
Yeah,
did not get up.
yeah. Well, once he
Um,
gets a few more players in, we got Castellanos coming in, hopefully. Maybe Troy as well. Troy is one that's definitely for Nuno.
yep.
He played with him at Wolves.
Mhm.
And get Charlie Cresswell. Suddenly, you will start having a squad that looks more like a Nuno squad. And
Exactly.
then you can properly,
Probably.
yeah, properly,
Probably.
no, not properly,
I'll say it for
properly,
properly.
yeah, anyway, that
Oh.
word, judge him once he's got his
No,
actual squad. But at the
exactly.
moment, there's no point to actually sack him. While you're down there, you've got no one else and no one with those names that we've been connected to. Billets, we sacked him last time because we was fighting relegation. So what suddenly has happened that you got to believe that he's going to get us escape from an even worse position than when he got sacked?
Like, don't get me wrong, Bilic knows the West Ham way, our way of how we used to play. And that's what we sort of need to bring back because it is. We are missing
Yeah.
basics in what we are doing. I put these losses more down to the players than Nuno. Don't get me wrong, Nuno has done bits not to help himself, like not putting strikers on, moving players out of their position and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. But he hasn't had the players. If he gets the players and he still does it, get rid of him because if he's
Yeah.
not doing what he should be doing. Basically, you know, it's getting to the point where we are clutching at straws, and if we're just gonna get a new manager after every 2-3 months, we are gonna we the players ain't gonna know anything. But can you blame the players for how they're playing? They've had technically 3 managers in the space of 2 years, and they're probably
Mm.
like, "Oh, am I doing
They
it? Oh
don't know
no,
what to do.
yeah, that. Oh no, that's that manager. Oh no, that's that
Yeah.
manager. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing it this way." Like it. It's just we are lost as a team, as a unit, togetherness. We are lost on that pitch. You know, you
Big
see the
time.
stuff coming out on West Ham app, yeah, about training and this, that, and the other. They look together on the training pitch. They look good on the training pitch. Get them on a bloody full size 11 versus 11 pitch, and they turn into a Sunday League team.
Everyone looks good at training. I look good at
Exactly.
training.
I look good at training. I'm just sitting on the sideline, mate, but I still look good at training.
Yeah. I bet you look
um,
good at training. Well, I bet you're a fan sideline just sitting there with your fag or so.
mate, I run around with a
Sunday
fag, all
league.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
When I used to play five-a-side, mate, I used to smoke and run and still score goals. So, you know, if it works, don't change it. But I I'm just lost. You know, it's like I get we are in big doo doo, right? We are absolute diabolical, yeah. But changing the manager is not going to solve it. It's not. And yeah, all right. If we got rid of him and then got someone else or whatever, and Bilic comes in, I'll back that manager. But I'm backing Nuno to either see out the season or carry on next season and bring us back up with one of his teams. Because
Yeah,
I believe he can do it, but he needs to get his team in that door as soon as possible to do any sort of damage to other teams because we are not
yeah,
good enough.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
I
Exactly.
can't quite comment on any more managers because I don't really look at the managers. I know players more than managers. If we get a manager, I'll do some sort of homework on them and be like, it might work. I'll give him a benefit of the doubt. Give him 6 games. You know,
One
um,
thing for certain, we will not spend money on a manager. Look
no,
at history. Sullivan has always got managers that's out of a job. We've
yeah,
never ever paid compensation. Not under
no,
Sullivan, anyway.
no, and we won't. But
That's the only
what I
certain.
want to see by the end of this season is the ball to leave. Don't want Nuno to leave. Um, get the Deadwood out because that's what's dragging us back. Get the people who don't want to be there and, to be honest, who can't play football anymore. That is another point. There is people
Mhm.
we have still got which does not play football or can't be bothered or looks like they can't be bothered.
You know
But
what I think we desperately need right now? A leader.
yeah,
That's what we're lacking big time. A leader on the pitch.
but
Someone like
this
Mark Noble, Declan Wise, Aaron Cresswell. For ones that's left were for leaders. They were the reason why we won the cup.
yep,
Why we won the
yep,
trophy. We got nothing now. Kurt Zuma
yeah,
was another one.
yeah. So this is another point people have been making about obviously Bowen giving up the captaincy. Just concentrate on your playing. But
Mm,
then I really do think you take that captaincy off him, he'll leave because that will be the last straw. You know, it's not a nice place to go at the moment. I'm sure losing or drawing every week, being in relegation, but you know he's got to learn his trade to be a captain. So
yeah,
let's encourage him to get there and not take that captaincy. But we still need leaders around.
you need someone to show him how to be a leader. Not
Exactly.
it's easy enough to be a leader off the pitch. It's when
Hmm.
you're a leader on the pitch that will
Well,
affect
look,
games.
look at Jordan Henderson. Who does he play for? Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford.
So they've got an okay team, you know, but they lacked a leadership.
Mhm.
They got Jordan Henderson in, and now look at them. I think they're in sixth or something like
Yeah.
that.
Not sixth, ninth, I think. Eighth or
Is it
ninth.
ninth?
Yeah.
Something like that. But yeah, it's
Same at Sunderland with Granit
yeah.
Xhaka.
But that's it. There's one player what is a leader, and then you go round the leader. You know, he knows that leader has played and got experience to say, yeah, right, we need someone there, we need someone there, and you go over there. Like
Mm-hmm.
we've got none of that. It is a free for all, basically. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because of if someone, to be honest, if someone said to Somerville, "Stop your running, look for an easy pass, run, and look for another easy pass, and then carry on running," and then he might actually do something. Might score some goals.
It would be
You know,
even
look,
nicer if he carries on running and not stop and then wait for everyone to get back. That'd be even nicer.
I thought you was going to
Yeah,
say.
I get your point.
I thought you was going to say carry on running back to Leeds. Like.
Yeah. I've been all different last few games, but not that annoyed. Not yet.
I'm not here to say I told you so, but I've been saying for weeks Somerville just doesn't. He's not a player we require. Like I said, we should have kept Ben Rama if we wanted a player like that. You know what I mean? It's exactly the same player, but Ben Rama had the ability to set up and this, that. Don't get me wrong, like I've said before, missed many and many chances. We got so peed off with him, right? But we still loved him, and he's still put in his all. And Somerville, I just feel like gives up. He's just like, nope, not my game. See you later. Like, that's me checked
something
out.
goes wrong. Yeah.
So, right, we're going to end it there. I think we've covered everything. If not, leave a comment in the comments below, and we'll get back to you on any comment you want to post. There's only one thing else for me and Sam to say. Come on, you Irons!
Irons!
Where Hammers Walk Podcast Uncut.